all the latest news and breaking headlines. Live from your local radio station. This is On the Hour News.
Hello. Here are some of the news making headlines, internationally according to The Guardian, today. Visit theguardian.com for more clarity. The Sudanese army has recaptured the presidential palace in the capital, Khartoum, a highly symbolic battlefield victory over the paramilitary rapid support forces in the country's catastrophic civil war. Videos posted on social media show soldiers carrying assault rifles and rocket-propelled grenade launchers inside the partly ruined building. An officer wearing a captain's epaulets announced the takeover of the palace in a video and confirmed that troops were inside the compound. This compound was the last bastion in Khartoum held by the rival rapid support forces. A power struggle has led to a coup in Tigray as war looms between Ethiopia and Eritrea. Tigray's interim leader has fled as a rival faction seized control, while Ethiopian tanks and troops moved to the border of Eritrea. Aragawi was building a tour guiding business when war struck Ethiopia's Tigray region in 2020. He spent the next 2 years fighting on the front line. Now, he is among those who fear Tigray is on the brink of conflict once more. We don't want to become a battleground, but it seems like war is near, maybe even inevitable, he said. Sports news today. Football Live. A scathing assessment of Rodgers' European Championship displays under Southgate appeared in Football Daily and Football Weekly Extra. You can also email John Morgan about it. Rodgers is pushing for a starting position in attack when the Thomas Tuchel era begins with England's World Cup qualifier against Albania tonight. Rodgers, who can play a variety of roles in attacking midfield, has been in excellent form for Aston Villa this season and has performed well in training this week. He has not started for England yet, but could feature as the number 10 against Albania, with Jude Bellingham in a slightly deeper role alongside Declan Rice. Technology news today. X sues Modi's government over content removal in new India censorship fight. Elon Musk's company is arguing against the government's expanded powers to allow easier removal of online content. India's SIT ministry has unlawfully expanded censorship powers to allow the easier removal of online content and empowered countless government officials to execute such orders, Elon Musk, X has alleged in a new lawsuit against New Delhi. The lawsuit and the allegations mark an escalation in an ongoing legal dispute between X and the government of India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, over how New Delhi orders content to be taken down. It also comes as Musk is getting closer to launching his other key ventures, Starlink and Tesla, in India. X, formerly known as Twitter, is suing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government over content removal in a new censorship battle in India. Elon Musk's company argues that India's Ministry of Information Technology has unlawfully expanded its censorship powers, enabling easier removal of online content and empowering numerous government officials to execute such orders. This lawsuit and its allegations escalate an ongoing legal dispute between X and the Indian government concerning content takedown orders. This development coincides with Musk's progress toward launching his other ventures, Starlink and Tesla, in India.
The Emperor's New Clothes by Hans Christian Andersen. Many years ago, there was an emperor who was so very fond of new clothes that he spent all his money on them. He did not trouble about his soldiers. He did not care to go to the theater. He only went out when he had the chance to show off his new clothes. He had a different suit for each hour of the day. Most kings could be found sitting in council. It was said of the emperor, "He is sitting in his wardrobe." One day, 2 fellows calling themselves weavers came to town. They said that they knew how to weave cloth of the most beautiful colors and patterns. The clothes made from this wonderful cloth would be invisible to everyone who was unfit for the job he held, or who was very simple in character. "These must indeed be splendid clothes," thought the emperor. "If I had such a suit, I might at once find out what men in my kingdom are unfit for their job. I would be able to tell the wise men from the foolish. This stuff must be woven for me immediately." He gave large sums of money to both the weavers in order that they might begin their work at once. So the two pretend weavers set up 2 looms. They worked very busily, though in reality they did nothing at all. They asked for the finest silk and the purest gold thread. They put both into their own knapsacks. Then they pretended to work at the empty looms until late at night. "I should like to know how the weavers are getting on with my cloth," said the emperor to himself one day. When he remembered that a simpleton or one unfit for his job would be unable to see the cloth, he began to worry. To be sure, he thought he was safe. However, he would prefer sending somebody else to bring him news about the weavers and their work. All the people in the kingdom had heard of the wonderful cloth. All were eager to learn how wise or how foolish their neighbors might be. "I will send my faithful old wise man to the weavers," said the emperor at last. "He will be best able to see how the cloth looks. He is a man of sense. No one can be better for his job than he is." So the faithful old wise man went into the hall where the thieves were working with all their might at their empty looms. "What can be the meaning of this?" thought the old man, opening his eyes very wide. "I cannot find the least bit of thread on the looms." However, he did not say his thoughts aloud. The thieves asked him very kindly to be so good as to come nearer their looms. Then they asked him whether the cloth pleased him. They asked whether the colors were not very beautiful. All the time they were pointing to the empty frames. The poor old wise man looked and looked. He could not see anything on the looms for a very good reason. There was nothing there. "What?" thought he again. "Is it possible that I am a fool? I have never thought so myself. No one must know it now if I am so. Can it be that I am unfit for my job? No, the emperor must not know that either. I will never tell that I could not see the stuff." "Well, sir," said one of the weavers, still pretending to work, "you do not say whether the cloth pleases you." "Oh, it is excellent," replied the old wise man, looking at the loom through his spectacles. "This pattern and the colors, yes, I will tell the emperor without delay how very beautiful I think them." "We shall be much obliged to you," said the thieves. Then they named the many colors and described the pattern of the pretended stuff. The old wise man listened with care to their words so he might repeat them to the emperor. The thieves asked for more silk and gold, saying that it was necessary to complete what they had begun. Once again they put all that was given them into their knapsacks. They went on working with as much effort as before at their empty looms. The emperor soon sent another man from his court to see how the weavers were getting on. Now he wanted to know if the cloth would soon be ready. It was just the same with this gentleman as with the wise man. First he looked closely at the looms on all sides. He could see nothing at all but the empty frames. "Does not the stuff appear as beautiful to you as it did to my lord the wise man?" asked the thieves of the emperor's second adviser. "I certainly am not stupid," thought the man. "It must be that I am not fit for my good job. That is very odd. However, no one shall know anything about it." And so he praised the stuff he could not see. He declared that he was happy with both colors and patterns. "Indeed, your Imperial Majesty," he said to his emperor when he returned, "the cloth which the weavers are preparing is extraordinarily magnificent." The whole city was talking of the splendid cloth which the emperor had ordered to be woven. Finally, the emperor himself wished to see the costly material while it was still in the loom. He took many officers of the court and the 2 honest men who had already admired the cloth. As soon as the weavers saw the emperor approach, they went on working faster than ever, although they still did not pass even one thread through the looms. "Is not the work absolutely magnificent?" said the 2 officers of the crown already mentioned. "If your Majesty will only be pleased to look at it, what a splendid design! What glorious colors!" And at the same time they pointed to the empty frames, for they imagined that everyone else could see this exquisite piece of workmanship. "How is this?" said the emperor to himself. "I can see nothing. This is indeed a terrible affair. Am I a simpleton, or am I unfit to be an emperor? That would be the worst thing that could happen. Oh, the cloth is charming," said he aloud. "I approve of it completely." He smiled most graciously and looked closely at the empty looms. No way would he say that he could not see what 2 of his advisers had praised so much. Everyone with the emperor now strained his or her eyes, hoping to discover something on the looms, but they could see no more than the others. Nevertheless, they all exclaimed, "Oh, how beautiful!" and advised His Majesty to have some new clothes made from this splendid material for the parade that was planned. "Magnificent! Charming! Excellent!" was called out on all sides. Everyone was very cheerful. The emperor was pleased. He presented the weavers with the emblem of an order of knighthood. The thieves sat up the whole of the night before the day on which the parade was to take place. They had 16 lights burning, so that everyone might see how anxious they were to finish the emperor's new suit. They pretended to roll the cloth off the looms. They cut the air with their scissors and sewed with needles without any thread in them. "See," cried they at last, "the emperor's new clothes are ready." The emperor, with all the grandees of his court, came to the weavers. The thieves raised their arms as if in the act of holding something up. "Here are your Majesty's trousers. Here is the scarf. Here is the mantle. The whole suit is as light as a cobweb. One might fancy one has nothing at all on when dressed in it." "Yes, indeed," said all the courtiers, although not one of them could see anything of this special cloth. The emperor was undressed for a fitting, and the thieves pretended to array him in his new suit. The emperor turned round and from side to side before the looking-glass. "How splendid His Majesty looks in his new clothes, and how well they fit!" Everyone cried out, "What a design! What colors! These are indeed royal robes!" "I am quite ready," said the emperor. He appeared to be examining his handsome suit. The lords of the bedchamber, who were to carry His Majesty's train, felt about on the ground as if they were lifting up the ends of the mantle. Then they pretended to be carrying something, for they would by no means want to appear foolish or not fit for their jobs. The emperor walked under his high canopy in the midst of the procession, through the streets of his capital. All the people standing by and those at the windows cried out, "Oh, how beautiful are our emperor's new clothes! What a magnificent train there is to the mantle! And how gracefully the scarf hangs!" No one would admit these much admired clothes could not be seen, because in doing so he would have been saying he was either a simpleton or unfit for his job. "But the emperor has nothing at all on," said a little child. "Listen to the voice of the child," exclaimed his father. What the child had said was whispered from one to another. "But he has nothing at all on," at last cried out all the people. The emperor was upset, for he knew that the people were right. However, he thought the procession must go on now. The lords of the bedchamber took greater pains than ever to appear holding up a train, although in reality there was no train to hold, and the emperor walked on in his underwear. The end. Read by Lorraine Montgomery for Lit to Go on the web at fcit.usf.edu.
You are listening to Emmachev Radio.
Tune into the sound that shakes the ground. Wednesdays rock loud, crashing all around. 1600 hours till the clock strikes 5. Independent voices keep the scene alive. Formula rock on Emmachev, always loud and clear. Feel the power of you right in your ear. From 16 to 17 we take the stage. Great, great songs, independent artist rage. Airwaves crackle with the new and unknown, blasting out the speakers, breaking the stone. Uncut diamonds from the underground rise. Formula rock's the prize, the truth no disguise. Formula rock on Emmachev, always loud and clear. Feel the power of you right in your ear. From 16 to 17 we take the stage. Great, great songs, independent artist rage. Credit artist rage. Airwaves crackle with the new and unknown, blasting out the speakers, breaking the stone. Uncut diamonds from the underground rise. Formula rock's the prize, the truth no disguise. Formula rock on Emmachev, always loud and clear. Feel the power of pure right in your ear. From 16 to 17 we take the stage. Great, great songs, independent artist rage. Credit artist rage. And we storm, shaking the core. For an hour it's music we adore. Formula rock where legends are born. Everywhere it's a brand new dawn. Formula rock on Emmachev, always loud and clear. Feel the power of you right in your ear. From 16 to 17 we take the stage. Great, great songs, independent artist rage. Credit artist rage.
Good morning, Emmachev. I hope this finds you well, full of energy and ready to take on the day. I want to give a special shout out to all of you amazing listeners. Your support and encouragement mean the world to me. Thank you for tuning in day after day. Your presence makes this experience truly special. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share inspiring messages and connect with you all. Whether you're starting your day, commuting to work, or simply taking a moment to relax, I hope these broadcasts bring you joy, hope, and motivation. Remember, you are capable of great things. Keep shining bright and never stop believing in yourself. This is Emmachev Radio, your source for inspiration and encouragement. Stay tuned for more uplifting music.
You are listening to The Biggest Hits.
That was Bach's Gige from Third Cello Suite, a truly timeless piece. Before that, we grooved to the smooth jazz sounds of Only Smythe's Why Jazz, featuring Mana Junkie. It's 1824 Greenwich Mean Time on the 21st of March, 2025, and the musical journey continues here on Emmachev Radio. As the great composer Claude Debussy once said, music is the space between the notes. Coming up next, we'll be diving into the world of real hip-hop with Jay Lang and Late Night Dreams, featuring Alex Baroza. Remember, music is not just about the sounds, but the spaces in between, the silences that allow the notes to breathe and resonate within us. As Miles Davis wisely put it, music is the silence between the notes. Without the silence, there wouldn't be music. Stay tuned, there's more great music to come.
been easy to say that I'm feeling so good at the end of the day, that I'm waiting for the night and I know what to do, and everything is alright in my world number 2. Just open your mind, let the game begin. You've got nothing to do, the result is foreseen. Now just try to perform mysterious charms, as now you can feel magic strength in your arms. Maybe one day you'll find a secret passage to the moon. I guess you'll find this passage pretty soon. Sitting silent at home, you need to call up your friend. You're even starting to ring, but something's stopping your hand. Is it an endless abyss or a congested box? Is it an angel who sings, or just a blackbird that mocks? Tonight you'll start to realize a perfect plan. Just close your eyes and let the game begin again. Sometimes to run is even slower than to walk, a silence better than a talk. Maybe one day you find a secret passage to the moon. I guess you'll find this passage pretty soon. One day you'll catch a proper transport, the fastest one beneath the sky, and all the galaxy starlight will be reflecting in your eyes. Maybe one day you'll find a secret passage to the moon. I guess you'll find this passage pretty soon. I did nothing wrong, it's been easy to say that I'm feeling so good at the end of the day. I'm waiting for the night and I know what to do, and everything is alright in my world number 2.
Rhyme ruler, the mind of the master, the prime poet designed for disaster, a crime candidate, the light heavyweight. I might levitate right through the heaven's gate. Rhymes record break neck spines and vertebrae. Simple and plain like Kanye, I heard him say it's murder one when he murder tracks. I'm a dirt bag flirting with songbirds and Birkin bags. My first raps catch Roberta Flack. I'm a certified Mac, but I'm sure you ain't heard of that. Slim thuggin' them hoes, they been loving the flow. They been hunting for men like in Vogue, and I'm in season, the season vet. I don't need respect, all I need's to check. Mic check.
This way, morning, night and day. Maybe
Mic check one, I've been blessed to wreck shop. The next stop, better check the Xbox. I got enough props to shut down the block. If I'm hungry or not, my stomach is chub rock. I run from deadbeat cops and Reeboks with concrete dreams of the greenest treetops.
Live this way, morning, night and day. Maybe
this thing's fiendish, the fiends will fly. I'm a genius, my jeans are shot at heat rock. Mama raised me well, but see pops at 3 o'clock. He locked the freeze box and turned on CL Smooth and Pete Rock and put it on repeat while I walk for 3 blocks. Same 3 blocks I beat for 10 years, attempting to shift my speed to 5th gear. My career is close, that's what I fear the most. Will I hear my own folks when they clear the smoke? I feel fearless, but feel the pulse of hip-hop. My nature is treacherous, toxic, Vin Rock. I've been plotting and scheming, watch. I got a mean crossover with arena shot. Ha! I I'm on top of the arena box. Time flies when my team is cleaning your clock. Cause it's a breeze when I'm breezing by. Life's easy and I don't even seem to try. My rhyme visa's giving me a green to fly. I see you peeping sly when I'm creeping by. I'm still the best, the rest just ain't me. Can't get enough rest cause the rest asleep. On the skills when I bless the beat, it's just sweet. No rap additives, it's classics, just me. School of rock and bells, I'm Jack Black. And LL putting them back on the map. Top city is back on the map. But matter of fact, we ain't never had that. So I wanna be what we need and now I'ma lead the town till we keep the crown. Still a king guillotine when it's time to reign. My gestures pressure when I'm applying the pain. My mind frame is blank, so no thanks until you place money up inside of the bank.
Live this way, morning, night, and day. Maybe
cause I'm a
flash. Flash.
The biggest hits, non-stop, 24/7.
You are listening to Emmachev Radio.
Grown tired of pretending. You've learned to keep yourself apart. You don't dare to take the chance on another unhappy ending. Well, I've been sent here save your heart, and it just might be I'm just what you need, the one you want to hold on to. This just might be the love you need. It just might be. It hurts so bad when you realize a heart can be mistaken. Broken promises can fall away. Like they did so many times before, and you were left alone and forsaken. I've been there too, and I'll never do you that way. And it just might be I'm just what you need, the one you want to hold on to. This just might be the love you need. Just might be.
Are you drowning in paperwork? Struggling with outdated accounting systems, manual processes, legacy systems? They're holding your business back. Introducing Rockeye Financial Accounting, the financial accounting solution designed for excellence. Experience seamless transactions, flawless processing, and unmatched efficiency. Rockeye Financial Accounting streamlines your workflows, automating tedious tasks and freeing up your team. Gain real-time financial insights and unparalleled visibility into your business. Make smarter decisions, faster, with comprehensive analytics and AI-driven forecasting. From core accounting modules to advanced features like multi-company management, budgeting, and seamless integration, Rockeye Financial Accounting has you covered. Whether you're in e-commerce, construction, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, or beyond, Rockeye Financial Accounting adapts to your specific industry needs. Unlock tangible results, increased efficiency, reduced errors, improved visibility, scalable growth, and faster data-driven decisions. Empower your team and collaborate seamlessly with Rockeye Financial Accounting. From CFOs to accountants and auditors, everyone benefits. Stop struggling with outdated systems. Embrace the future of finance with Rockeye Financial Accounting. For more information, send an email to rockeye@emmachev.com.
That was Just Beginning by Jiris, featuring Snowflake and Admiral Bob. Earlier, we also heard Sly and the Family Jones by Mike Spitz and Fizz Edison. Speaking of beginnings, did you know there's a species of jellyfish that's biologically immortal? The Turritopsis dorferni can revert back to its polyp stage when threatened, effectively starting its life cycle over again. Makes you wonder what it would be like to have a fresh start whenever things get tough, doesn't it? Coming up next is The Heavenly Vision from Martin de Boer, NIGD, featuring Admiral Bob. Stay tuned to Emmachev Radio.
Oh soul, are you weary and troubled? No light in the darkness you see. There's light for a look at the Savior.